Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Fired Up with CJ show. Today we have Kurt Kuntz, who's talking about his book, A Million Steps, and his trip through Camino de Santiago. And I wanted to find out a little bit more about what Kurt learned from a spiritual perspective. What were the kind of main life lessons that he learned? So tell me about what were your main life lessons that you learned?
There were so many of them. One that is a nice topic was the whole idea of worry.
Hmm.
On this particular trip, I didn't worry about anything, and I found that things just had a way of working themselves out in a little bit of a serendipitous manner.
Hmm.
And I found that the more I let go, the more things really tended to work out. So it was just a bit of an awakening to focus on what's going right as opposed to what's going wrong.
Right.
And the other thing, CJ, when I sat back, I tried to figure out what causes me to worry. One of the biggest things for me was cable news. When I came home, I completely unplugged 100% of cable news. And it's the greatest thing I ever did.
It sounds like what worry does for you and for everyone is to generate a lot of fear versus gratitude, which fills your heart, I think, with happiness. You learned your formula for happiness.
Yeah, and also another real big point, I'm a big believer in what you put out comes back to you.
Hmm.
So if your mind is full of fear and that transfers into your heart, you start to put fear out in the universe and fear comes back to you. It's a vicious circle.
Yeah. Any other observations about worry?
Oh, there was another one that was kind of fun, CJ. You walk along this whole trail and you follow these yellow arrows.
Hmm.
And these arrows they're everywhere. They're carved into the dirt. They're painted on bridges and rocks and power poles, whatever they may be. And these are the signs that get you from, they're the markers for all 500 miles.
Mm.
And I really began to learn to kind of the concept of trusting the signs. Well, when I came back, I realized there's a lot of signs in our lives that tell you where to go.
Yeah.
And if you'll just kind of open your eyes up to them and pay attention and not try to overthink them, it's not very hard to know which path you should be on. And another analogy, when I was walking on this trail, I got lost 2 times. And I wasn't more than, I'd say, a kilometer off the trail before I knew in my head and my heart, I'm in the wrong spot. And the same way I believe in our lives,
Mm.
my life after the Camino, if you'll pay attention to these signs, they'll tell you where to go without really overthinking.
Yeah, I love that. So there are these external signs and then there are also internal signs, and it's about paying attention to both.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Thank you so much for sharing your spiritual journey on A Million Steps. Folks, make sure to get the book. You can also go to Kurt's website at Kurt Kuntz, KurtKoontz.com. And you can also hear more about his journeys in hiring for a speaking engagement. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your support and listening to the Fired Up with CJ show. We have really exciting news for calendar year 2014. We are going to be moving to an exclusively YouTube channel. So we're going to have the same fabulous guests all on video. So you'll be able to feel the energy, see the people that I'll be talking to. There are 3 different ways of connecting with me. One is to subscribe to us on YouTube. The second is to find me on my website where you'll have hundreds of fabulous shows at www.firedupwithcj.com. And the third is to find me on Facebook. So thanks for staying connected and have a great calendar year 2014.